Welcome to my tarot reading for February 2019, Capricorn, and this is Manu Tarot. Okay, let's start immediately with the reading. We have Ochun, Echu, and Babalu Asowano. We have here the Temperance, Jupiter, Sagittarius, the South Node. We have the Queen of Cups, Moon, Jupiter, Cancer, and the rest of the reading. Okay. Capricorn, I'm sorry for the space. How I can say this? This reading is more on the psychological aspect. What it's describing is that this month is a month of renewal. Let's call it like that. It's a time where you really need to dispose, you need to discharge, you need to eliminate, discard, whatever word you want to use, your views. Anything that is outdated should be updated. And I'm talking about philosophically, spiritually, okay? Any beliefs that you hold, they should be hold against reality, hold against facts, and you should be able to make changes, okay? Time for discarding whatever is not real, appropriate, it should be eliminated. Okay, there is no room for stubbornness, there's no room for fanaticism during this month. You really need to expand your horizons. That's technically what the tarot cards are talking about for this month. That's what you really need to do. That's the advice. Okay, because if you don't do that, then we have these things going on here. We have the first week is letting you know that you could have problems. Okay, it could be legal problems, it could be health problems, but you might have problems. Therefore, okay, be careful when you're having sex. Use protection. Avoid drugs or avoid walking with people that do drugs. Avoid, like I said, having unprotected sex. Avoid drugs. Avoid drinking alcohol, meaning getting drunk, especially during the first week. There is a high probability that you might have problems with the law some way, somehow, and it's going to be brought to you by someone young. Okay, teenager, usually late stages, like 17, 18, 20, maybe 21, around there, like perhaps 16, but it's a young fellow. Okay, so be very, very careful. Okay, if someone cheated on you, don't do the same just to get even. It's not going to work out. You might regret it. Avoid being impulsive. Avoid quarrels, fights, arguments, especially heated kind of arguments. You might regret it. Okay, it's a time to just let go, chill, move on. Okay, then after this first week, you're going to start reacting to whatever happens here. Okay, so the reactions, and you're going to start seeing a lot of changes, a lot of transformation, a lot of things moving really fast during the second week, but you're just reacting to this. If you got into jail, you got into problems, you had an argument, you punched someone, whatever it is, now you have to face the music. Okay, that's technically what we're seeing here, the changes, the reaction to this. By the third week, you're going to start waiting for the results. So if you are before a judge, a court, probably you're waiting for news, whatever it is. If you became pregnant, or you did unprotected sex and now you're scared about STDs, STIs, during the third week you're like waiting for results. Okay, this card here sounds like you're going to be a little bit anxious, nervous, along that line. Okay, and then the last week is letting us know that you're going to end up feeling quite frustrated. Okay, so my advice is, make the right changes, do the right thing, and avoid headaches during this month. Okay, those are the warnings and advice. Here we have changes, but at the same time, some way, somehow, the tarot cards are saying that you are like rejecting the changes. It's like you don't want to. So now I have to make a pause and describe something else. And this is for those that understand what I'm going to say related with psychology. And what the tarot cards here are talking or referring to is something that is the ego and the self. It feels like the axis of the ego and the self has been severed. It has been cut some way, somehow. So we're talking about people that are acting like rebels. They're people that are angry, upset. Okay, they're angry, they're upset, and that anger, it is towards themselves. They don't know it, but whatever they do is going to harm them. Is that separation of the ego and the self has caused a lot of problem, and the person is going to be a rebel, a fanatic. It could be a political fanatic, it could be a religious fanatic. Any kind of fanaticism is involved in the formula. This is what the tarot cards are describing in a psychological perspective, and there's a lot of other stuff. Okay, but all this stuff is at the end is going to come back and bite you. Okay, that's for those that understand what I'm talking about. Now, to close, for those that understand this other thing that I'm going to say, this is kind of like Irosum, Ogunda, Obara. The energy of those three interacting on the month of February. Okay, with this, I let you, until the next one.